Okay, welcome back to more Let's Play Mega Man X2. Okay, let's go ahead and take on this boss rush. I have no idea which dudes are in which thing or whatever, but it's fine. We should be able to do this, do any of these guys, no problem. I did decide off camera that I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Buster on these guys, because it's kind of cheap to just use the, to just like spam the weakness. I don't know. I figure if I use the Buster, it'll at least feel like a real fight, you know? Even though, like I said, with a fully powered up Mega Man, probably won't be, like, too hard. But, okay, well, I picked a bad one to start. I haven't played this in a few days. I did the first 6 episodes, like, all on the same day. But this is, like, I think, like, a week later. So I maybe have lost a little bit of this skill I had gotten back or whatever. By the way, Snake. Snake. Add Snake to the list. I remember I was fighting this guy when I was talking about, the freaking animal banger videos, or the animal banging videos that, like, infiltrated the people getting, like, decapitated videos. Okay, well, not a super good showing on this boss, but it's like, whatever, just kill him, jeez. But, what they started doing is, like, the post would be, like, a picture that would be, like, a clue about what the video was gonna be. And then you click the link or whatever to see the actual video. And there was a video of a snake. And I was like, okay, it's either going to be a video of a guy being killed by a snake, or a video of a guy fucking a snake. And, yeah, it was that one. I was like, oh, cool. It wasn't even, like, I don't know, man. It wasn't even that big of a snake. Like, it wasn't like a tiny snake. But it was not a snake that you would think would be big enough to get, like, banged by, like, a dude. The dude had a pretty big dick, too. Like, it wasn't, like, ginormous, but it was above average. You know, I don't remember him doing that, like, bubble move or whatever. And, yeah, this guy, I think, is hard without the thing. He's got that stupid bubble that eats the shots. Not using a sub-tank on this guy. Oh, I forgot to get, you can get your health back a little bit between the, oh, god damn it. You can get your, health back between the fights. Yeah, dude, I totally freaking forgot. Okay, well, I don't need it now. Well, I mean, I got full health. If I'm gonna beat this guy, then I guess I gotta do it again. Like, there's that part of me that's like, well, like, I don't want to do that, like, again. I just got, like, my butt kicked. But it's like, well, I'm not gonna use the... So did you just have to wait till he takes the bubble down, or what? I could have swore that you could shoot it enough and, like, pop it. Yeah, I actually don't have very much practice fighting this guy without the weakness. It's gonna be like a Crash Man situation. I had to learn how to fight Crash Man for like the first time on my Let's Play, where I did Buster only. I never used the Buster to fight him, and I was like having a real hard time. I actually had to look up a video because it seems like he's all like unpredictable and stuff. He does have a pattern. But he's, like, different from the other dudes because he actually, like, moves in response to what you do. So you sort of have to, like, do certain things to, like, make him move the way you want him to. God dang it. There's no way that you can't just pop the bubble. It's just a bubble. There's no way that... Maybe it's like certain like number of hits. So maybe like the big shot still only counts as one. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's like way like easier. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh, I've never seen that move. I don't think. I'm pretty sure I've never seen that move, like, ever. I would always kill him with the weakness. At least the bubble thing, like, I didn't, like, remember it, but at least it seemed, like, vaguely familiar. The bubble, like, the circle of bubbles attack or whatever. But that other one, like, I have no memory of that one at all. Wow, is that it? Well, I mean, it's better than nothing, but couldn't they just give you, like, one big one? Why they gotta spread it out and give you 4 little ones and make you run around for them? Oh, that does remind me, when I first started working at Taco Bell when I was 18, there was this guy. He was, like, this, like, big black guy. And, at one point, he was, like, he asked to borrow, like, a couple of dollars for, like, cigarettes. And, for some reason, I had, like, quarters, but I didn't have, I think I had, I don't remember if I had actual dollars or not, but I was kind of like, and it was like, we worked third shift. So, I don't know, like, I normally don't do this kind of thing, but I don't know if I was just in a sassy mood or what, but, I took the quarters, and I, like, held them in my hand, and I just, like, tossed up all the quarters and just, like, let them fall into the parking lot. And they all went in, like, all different directions and stuff. But, you know, like, he was a smoker, so he wanted the money, even though it was in quarters all spread out, like, across the parking lot in the middle of the night. And we had just closed, so even, like, the lights from the building were, like, turned off. So it was, like, super dark. And it was before everyone had, like, smartphones or whatever, so we didn't have, like, flashlights on our phones. So basically, he's, like, on the ground. I don't think he went, like, on the ground, but he was, like, hunched forward. He was, like, walking around, like, while, like, hunched forward, trying to, like, pick up, like, scattered quarters on the parking lot. It was so, like, pathetic. And meanwhile, I was just, like, lecturing him about, like, how pathetic he looked. I was like, look, I you know, I don't remember, like, word for word what I said, but I probably said something along the lines of, like, look at yourself. You know, it's 3 in the morning in the parking lot at Taco Bell, and you're scrounging for, like, dropped quarters, or thrown quarters or whatever, because you're a freaking, like, nicotine addict. It's, like, pathetic. Well, I gotta, like, not get lazy just because I have tons of health. And, the armor. It seemed like there was, like, a delay on, like, that shot. So yeah, just collecting the scattered power-up. The little tiny energy pellets. Reminded me of that. Oh man, second phase already? Alright. Okay, just don't touch him. Just have to not touch him. Just gotta hit him a couple more times without touching him. Okay, shoot. Oh man. I'll say anyway, yeah, so the snake was, it wasn't like a small snake, but it wasn't like a snake that you would think would be large enough to be able to, like, have a giant penis go into it, or, you know, an above average size penis go into it. But it did. I don't know, it probably wasn't, like, designed to, but it did it. And also frog. Yeah, actually I forgot to mention this in the other video. But in addition to people banging animals, there was also freaking, I saw 2 videos of, I guess you could say, animals banging people. No! How do you prevent that from happening? You just have to, like, dash away and then be far enough away when he, like, starts doing it? I don't want to lose my charge, like, too soon. I I gotta hit him a few times with this, like, super strong, like, second charge shot. Oh, I thought he was gonna do the sucky thing. Oh, god dang it. No! Oh, god damn it. Okay, we gotta... Oh, god damn it, no! I didn't mean for that. Oh my god, well. It doesn't matter, he has iframes anyway. So being able to, like... Or, like, not being able to shoot quickly is not really that much of a detriment. Oh my god. I don't know, once your jump gets gimped, that's when you start... Oh my god, oh my god. I think you can't dash the third time. I guess we could test it. Yeah, my dash is, like, gimped. When I hold the button down, he just, like, does... I actually don't remember that. He, like, starts the animation. Oh, you can't defend against it because you can't, like, dash as well. And now I can't, like, jump as well. Now my jump, like, sucks. So once you get hit a third time, or sucked in a third time, you're gonna get sucked in a fourth time. Oh my god. Dude, your jump is so puny. I have to jump up the wall like 17 times to hit him on the ceiling. And now he can like stand in front of me for like 3 seconds before I can shoot him. Oh my god, I couldn't kill him. I got too weak. Well, I mean, at least you got to see what that looks like. Yeah, you don't want that to happen. Jeez, man. Well, I lost my, I got sucked in for the first time, like, too soon. You can't, like, get sucked in, like, too soon. I wanted to get a whole bunch of, yeah, these things, like, eat your shot. I gotta get more, like, charge shots on him before he gets me for the first time. But anyway, so, well, I saw one video, and it showed, like, a frog, and then basically, like, a vagina was, like, placed in front of the frog, and then as soon as the vagina was, like, in front of the frog just, like, climbed inside, and it was, like, weird, because it was, like, I'm like, did you, like, train the frog to do that? Like, as soon as the vagina was there, it just, like, went inside like it was its home or something. Like, it knew to, like, do it. It knew to, like, climb inside. And it went, like, all the way in. It just, like, disappeared. And then there was a dude. Actually, I don't know if it was a dude, but there was a person that kept one that was, like, pinching one of its legs to make sure that it didn't go, like, all the way in. But it went all the way in except for one of the legs. So I'm sitting here going, like, did they train the frog? How did the frog know? Like, how would a frog know? Oh my god, that was close. If I get grabbed for the first time now, it's not the end of the world. He's definitely doing the sucky move a lot more this time. His attack pattern when I fought him the first time, or, you know, like, as like a stage boss, was like different. I think he only tried to grab me once, I think. Or it definitely wasn't over and over and over again like this time around. Jeez. But, I mean, at least I got to show it. Oh, man, yeah, and I guess I also got to show how a fight can go, like, terribly wrong if you get grabbed over and over again. Jeepers. Okay, don't forget to get the freaking energy. And, oh my god, I almost dashed into the freaking tube, or the capsule thing. And there was one where, there was, like, a freaking fish, and it showed a vagina, and somebody was, like, sticking the fish, like, into the woman's vagina. And it's like, ew. Like, I don't understand, like, why would you want, like, fish eyeballs all, like, rubbing all up on the inside of your guts like that? Like, why would you want, like, bare fish eyes touching the inside of your vagina? Like, freaking, like, man. Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, wait, what hurt me? Oh, yeah, dude, I totally forgot that when he does the drill move, he, like, damages, like, part of the wall. I feel like it's not, like, very visually obvious. I don't think he did that at all when I fought him the first time as a stage boss. But yeah, I totally forgot about that. Oh, by the way, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're just fighting bosses this time around, so I guess I got time to, like, talk about stuff. Oh man, he's doing it like higher up. That's gonna make it like harder, since I can't grab that part of the wall now. Oh, come on. I didn't think he was gonna shoot a second one. But I think I mentioned this in some other game. But in case you didn't watch that one, or in case I didn't actually say it, I've been going to yoga every day for over a year now. I went 360 days out of 365 days. There was one day where I was forced to work on Saturday. And then, well, it was January 22nd, 2023 was the beginning of the streak. And then in February 2023, there was a day where, oh, god damn it. No, don't freaking kill me. Oh my god, dude. If I would have died to him, I would have been freaking pissed. So the streak started on January 22nd, 2023. There was one day in February 2023 that the studio was closed because of the weather, because of snow or whatever. I live in Wisconsin. And then there was a day in March 2023 that the studio was closed because of snow or whatever. And then in September 2023, we were forced to work on a Saturday, so I couldn't go that day. I mean, technically, I could have just, like, skipped a day, or I could have just not gone in for whatever reason. But, you know, I mean, if I have to work, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm not gonna skip work to go to yoga, you know. I did take PTO one time. I forget exactly why, but there was some reason why, like, there wasn't gonna be, like, a class I could go to in the evening time. So I took PTO in the morning so I could go to a morning class, just so I can keep the streak alive. But that was, like, approved for me to not be there or whatever. So I wasn't, like, skipping work that I was supposed to be there for, you know. And then last month, we're in February 2024. So January 2024, before the 22nd, there was 2 days back to back that the studio was closed because of the weather. So those were the 5 days that I missed during the 1 year or whatever. So my point, the reason I bring that up, is not necessarily to brag about it, even though that is kind of cool, and it is, you know, like, you gotta be pretty dedicated, which I am, you know. But, the reason I bring it up is because I'm thinking of, like, ending the streak. And it's actually, like, psychologically, it's actually, like, kind of hard. It's, like, harder, like, it's harder than, like, you would think. Like, a while back, I read a book. And one of the, like, the things that it talks about is like, streaks or whatever. How it can be, like, hard to break. Because, like, you sort of get, like, attached to it, sort of. It talked about this, this, like, club of people that, like, to be in the club, or maybe it's not a club, it's some kind of organization or some kind of group or whatever, where you agree to run at least a mile every single day. And so people will, like, you know, like, there's people that are avid, like, runners. There's people that like to run. So they'll run, like, every day for, like, a year, and then you get, like, a little, like, I forget what you get, but you get, like, a little, like, reward or whatever for, like, maintaining a streak. And then it sort of becomes, like, a point of, like, notoriety to be like, oh, man, I got a 5-year streak. And then other people, like, are like, oh, man, I've only got a 3-year streak, you know. Can't wait for 2 more years until I'll have my 5-year streak, you know, and then people will be looking up to me, you know. And it said that there's people that have, like, 20-year streaks. And, but the problem is that it can be detrimental because people that run a lot you know, a lot of times people that... I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you're willing to run, like, a mile every single day, you probably like to run more than a mile every single day. Like, there's people that freaking love running, that just, like, absolutely just, like, love the shit out of running. So they'll, you know, there's people that'll run 5 miles, you know, 4 times a week or whatever. Like, why? Like, you know, but whatever. That's what they like to do. It's what they like to do. My point, the reason I bring that up, is because all of this excessive amounts of running means that runners a lot of times will get, like, injured from running so freaking much, you know. But then what happens is that because they have this streak, they don't want to break the streak, and they have to run at least a mile. So if they jack up their knee or their ankle or something, or if they have some kind of issue where they need to not run to, like, recover, they, like, can't do it because they'll run on an injured ankle or an injured leg or whatever's injured. They'll just run on it because they don't want to break the streak. Like, people sort of get, like, attached to it, like, emotionally, where they don't want to, like, give it up. But then the problem is that the longer the streak gets, the harder it becomes to break it. You know, breaking, like, a 2-week streak is not that hard, but if it's, like, a 17-year streak, that's, like, way harder to break. So the result is that people are, like, ignoring their, like, well-being, and, like, they're not, like, recovering from, like, injuries, like, properly. Like, they're running despite having, like, an injury just to keep, like, a streak alive. So now I'm at the point, like, once I started getting close to a year, I was like, oh, man, look at that. It's already been almost a year. And I was like, well, should I stop at a year? It's like, well, you know, if I stop at a year, it's like, well, maybe I shouldn't stop at a year, because now I'm already 50% of the way done with the 2-year streak. But honestly, it kind of, like, it's become kind of a burden, to be honest. And yoga is supposed to, like, enhance your life, not be a burden on it. But ending the streak is going to be hard, but I just got to remind myself that the benefits of yoga come from a consistent practice over time and not from maintaining an unbroken streak. It just takes a lot of my time, you know. Like, by the time I get ready to go to yoga, and then drive there, and then you want to get there a few minutes early, and then like the class, you do the class itself, and then you drive home, and then sometimes you have to, like, take a shower afterwards, depending on how sweaty you got. Oh, excuse me. Like, the total time is like 1 hour and 40 minutes a day, and if you're going every single day, that's 1 hour and 40 minutes that I'm losing every single day. And it's kind of gotten to the point where I would prefer to like have that time back in my life, you know. Especially now with my work situation, like, my job is, like, very physically demanding and mentally taxing, and also can be very aggravating sometimes. Luckily, the aggravating part doesn't happen all the time. Oh, I was gonna give the example. I got time now to do it. But, like, a lot of times what'll happen is that I'll tell someone something, and then I have to, like, follow up. But then if I follow up with the second person, the follow-up won't make sense because they don't know what I said, like, the first time or whatever, because I said it to a different person. And then sometimes I have to follow up a second time, and then if it's, like, another person, then they won't understand, and then I have to, like, rehash everything. So, like, I give you, like, oh, god damn it, I can't believe that counted. It's alright, I think I got plenty of lives. I had, like, 4 extra lives, right? Why am I dying? Oh, it's because I died. It's because I was dying during the boss rush, derp. Why is this, why does this level exist? Why are we back in this level that already beat? Like, what is the storyline purpose for, like, revisiting this level, I wonder? So I give you, like, a real world example. Like this isn't, like, word for word, or, like, what do you call it? Like, this isn't exactly, oh, you son of a, god dang, dude. I guess I'll start here at the very least. And I didn't use any sub-tanks, so it's no loss to have to restart from here, I guess. But, like, this isn't, like, one-for-one exactly, like, something that happened in real life or whatever. But, like, this is, like, an example of, like, the kind of thing that can happen. So I put the gear case on. I work in a boat motor factory. I put the gear case on, which is, like, the very bottom of the motor, the part that the propeller attaches to. And sometimes, like, the paint is, like, bad. For some reason, anytime you, like, transport something that's painted, there's, like, a chance that, like, somewhere in the transport, the paint will get, like, damaged or whatever. And sometimes it's, like, not that bad where it's, like, you know, like, obviously if it's like really bad, if there's, like a big bad, like, paint chip where it's, like, you can see it from freaking outer space, then, yeah, don't use it. But there's, like, other times where it's, like, you're not sure, like, there's times where it's, like, it's not perfect, but it's, like, good enough to use. So if it's, like, questionable, then you would just, like, ask somebody, and then, like, they'll make a determination or whatever if you should use it or not. So, like, what can happen is, oh, I was about to say, are we actually fighting Sigma? Yeah, I forgot about this part. Look what I found wandering around, Mega Man. My friend here, hold on, choking on water. Choking on water and riding on cars, right? My friend here has a small problem with you. Seems that you let him die, and he's not too happy about that. Now I think it is time he repays the favor. Sigma, you should have studied the blueprints closer. There is only one Zero. Wait, Zero, I know your secret. You were destined to follow me. Maybe so, but I still don't like you. Fine, if you will not follow me, then I'll watch you die. Once again. Zero, sorry to keep you waiting, Mega Man X. Greetings will have to wait. Guide to defeat all the Mavericks, including Sigma. We'll take out the main computer and you follow Sigma. Let's go! Here it is, X. Sigma lies just ahead. Don't I get, like, one more, like, final, like, stage thing? Or, like, stage select thing? So I don't have to play this if I, like, die? Sigma's not, like, right down here, I don't think, right? Because we're in a room. We need to be in a room with, like, walls. Wait, where did the ceiling go? We just fell from the ceiling. Oh, man, this is actually it. Jeez. I thought we had, like, a little bit more. You're merely a bothersome insect, Mega Man X. It's about time I crush you beneath my heel. Well, I know I already postponed the story, but I'll tell the story during the credits. I always need stuff to talk about in the credits anyway. But I'll probably need to concentrate during this fight. So I know I already postponed telling the story or whatever, and I'm gonna have to do it again, but I need to actually be able to, like, do this. Yeah, I actually have no idea what this guy's, like, pattern is. Yeah, I haven't played this enough to, like, remember it. Versus, like, Mega Man X1. Even though I haven't played that in a while, I played it enough times that I'd be able to, like, get it back, like, pretty easily. Is this all he does? Oh, there we go. I feel like this isn't really that hard. I don't think the second form is, like, that hard either. I'm not entirely sure if Strike Chain is the weakness, but that's what I always use. I'm pretty sure I think it's the weakness. Oh wait, actually this is hard. Okay, I remember now. This form actually is hard, I think. At least I can kill these dudes with the strike chain. I don't have to switch and then switch back. What is the weakness? So maybe I can just like outlast him. He's already changed colors twice. Maybe it's not that hard. I just remember it being like hard to dodge. But maybe you don't have to last that long. Yeah, I think he changes colors, I think, one more time. He turns red, I think. Oh, orange. Okay, I guess then red. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does this right before he dies. Yeah, I do remember him changing it up. Oh, you just have to, like, hit or whatever. Oh, yeah, I forgot about dark red. Huh. Is that really it? Yeah, I guess that's it. That's really easy with the weakness. Big Man X, I have lost you again. Each defeat only makes me stronger and serves to bring you closer to your ultimate doom. But something is not right. I don't quite understand. Why did Zero? He is last of the Doctor's creations. Arrgh. I'm pretty sure Sigma isn't that hard in Mega Man X3 either. Oh wait, I thought we had escape sequence. I thought we had to actually escape. Is that Mega Man X3? Where you have the auto scroll section and you have to like not get engulfed by the rising lava or whatever. Oh my gosh, that's actually it. Dude, I got mixed up with Mega Man X3 again. Yeah, I also forgot that the thing where you fight like the hybrid of the other bosses or whatever. That was Mega Man X3 also. In this one, you just you fight them. Well, I guess the one guy you fight him in like an altered form. Well, the one guy is the same, I think, right? And the other guy's in that machine, and then the third guy lost his whole body. But in Mega Man X3, you fight one where they're like combined into one. Yeah, but I totally thought that that this is the one that had the jumping, where you had to like jump up the wall section. Oh man, but I guess not. Okay, I guess we're done. That was actually pretty easy, to be honest. They should have had him like do more damage or something. Like nothing was like doing like lots of damage. In Mega Man X1, the final boss had attacks that could do like lots of health. But anyway, well, I guess I could say the thing I was gonna say. So like for example, if we have like a gear case where the paint's like damaged or whatever, or like not good, but it's like I'm not 100% sure if it's like usable or not. So we have a button that you press, and it's like a call button, and then someone will come over if you need something, and then they'll get what you need or help you or whatever. So I see one that has like questionable paint. I'm not sure if we can use it. So I hit my button, and Charlie comes over, and he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Hey, what do you think of the paint on this one? Think this is okay to use or no?" And he looks at it, and he's like, "Yeah, this one's no good. The paint is too bad for us to use this one. Do you have any extras here?" And I'm like, "No, we don't have any extras." In my mind, I'm like, well, if I had extras, I would just use an extra and not bother you. But you know, I'm polite and he's a cool guy, so I'm just like, "No, we don't have any extras here." And he's like, "Okay, well, how many do you have left?" And I go, "Well, I have 8 left, but there's 9 motors coming that need that gear case, so we're gonna be short one if we don't use this one." And he's like, "Okay, so since that's a ways away, I'm gonna go to the market to see if I can find one for you." The market is where they keep the racks of gear cases before they're brought out to us. So Charlie walks away, and I work on this. It's it's an assembly line, so time like doesn't stop. Like the line keeps moving. So I put another one on, and now I'm down to 7. And I put another one on, then I'm down to 6. I put another one on, now I'm down to 5. And when you get down to 5, you're supposed to hit your button and let them know, like, hey, I'm down to 5. Like, it's an assembly line, so, like, if any station stops, that stops the entire line, and it backs up or whatever, and it's, like, not good. So you always want to try to avoid, like, a stoppage. So when you get low on something, you're supposed to hit your button and just let them know that you're down to 5 so that they can try to do whatever it takes to prevent the stoppage or whatever. So I hit my button, and Glenn comes up to me, and he's like, yeah? And I'm like, hey, I'm down to 5 gear cases left. He's like, you're down to just 5? And I'm like, yeah, there's 5, but we have 6 motors coming or whatever, so we're gonna be short 1. So I'm down to 5, and you're supposed to hit your button when you're down to 5. I'm just letting you know. And so he looks, he sees the 5, and he sees the 6th one. He's like, well, what about this one? And I'm like, Charlie said the paint was bad on that one. And he's like, well, do you have any extras? I'm like, no, we don't have any extras. Charlie went to the market to see if there was an extra one there, but he didn't come back, and I just am down to 5 now, so I'm just letting you know I'm down to 5, you know? And he's like, okay, I'm gonna go find Charlie and see what's going on. So I'll be right back. So Glenn walks away, and, you know, it's an assembly line. Time doesn't stop. The line keeps moving. So Glenn walks away, and then I put another one on, then I'm down to 4. Then I put another one on, and then I'm down to 3. And then Glenn comes back, and he goes, okay, Charlie said there aren't any in the market. He got sidetracked. He was not able to come back and tell you, but he did confirm that there are none in the market. So what we're going to do is when the motor comes to your station that you don't have a gear case for, we're going to do a manual bypass. We're going to bypass it like through your station and send it through without a gear case. And then the people that do repairs are just going to have to put a gear case on it later. So I'm like, all right, no problem. So Glenn walks away. So then, like, I put another one on, and then I'm down to 2. Put another one on, then I'm down to 1. Put another one on, I'm down to 0. And then the next motor comes to my station. I do not have a gear case for this motor. So I hit my button, and Jim comes up to me, and he's like, yeah? And I'm like, all right, we're ready to send this motor through. And he's like, well, why are we sending it through? And I'm like, because we don't have a gear case for it. And he's like, well, what about this one? I'm like, Charlie said the paint was bad on that one. He's like, well, do you have any extras? And I'm like, no, we don't have any extras. He's like, oh, okay. I'm going to go to the market to see if I can find one. I'm just like, dude, Charlie already went to the market. Glenn confirmed that Charlie said that there weren't any in the market. And he said that when the motor comes to my station, that there's no gear case for it. I have it manually bypassed and sent through my station without a gear case. And then the repair people are going to have to put a gear case on it later. And he's like, oh, okay. Taps the computer screen a bunch of times with his like clearance or whatever, and then sends it through or whatever. I'm just like, good effing lord, dude. So in that scenario, nobody did anything wrong, but the end result is that it was way more fucking annoying than it needed to be. So like thank freaking God that doesn't happen like very often. But and actually a while back, I did actually get a nice compliment. You know, guys don't get complimented like very often, but a lot of time, if you pay attention, you'll sometimes get like sort of like a roundabout compliment, which I still consider to be like a nice thing to say. Even if they didn't mean it as a compliment, it sort of implies a compliment. But there was a guy, the guy that works next to me, there was like a different guy working that station, and he was on it for a while, so he's like next to me, so he can like see me working. And then after a while, we had a point where it like stopped, where like the line like stopped for a minute. So I was just like chatting with him, and I was just like talking about my job and like my method and whatnot, and like all the stuff I have to do. And he made the comment, I forget exactly how he worded it, but he basically made the comment that you have to be, and I quote, incredibly strong to do that job or whatever. So he basically said, you have to be incredibly strong to do it. And I do it, therefore he was sort of calling me like incredibly strong because I'm able to do it or whatever. But it's like, well, I guess I kind of am strong, but it's like I'm not like muscular by any means, but I guess if you pick up heavy, like I have to pick up the gear cases and set them down, and they're between like, oh man, I don't know, 25 and 50 pounds. And so not only do I have to pick them up, a lot of times I got to pick them up and like walk with them and then set them down on like a different rack to like get them like organized. And a lot of times they like have to consolidate the racks. There's not enough room on the racks to like, for example, if they give me one rack that has 4 on it that I need and 4 I don't need, I use the 4 I need. Now I have a half a rack of 4 that I don't need. And then if later they give me another rack of 4 that I need and 4 that I don't need, then now I have 2 half racks. So then I have to pick up the 4 gear cases off the one rack and put them on the other rack to make one full rack and then one empty rack. So I have to like consolidate it. And a lot of times the line like doesn't stop most of the time. So I actually have to pick them up by hand. Like I can use the hoist. Like there is a hoist that you use to like lift them up to put them on, but the hoist moves like incredibly slowly, and it takes a lot of like you have to push on it like really hard to like slowly get like momentum. Like in order to like get it going or to stop it, it takes like it's like pushing a car. It's like it takes a lot of effort to get it to where it's starting, but then once it's started, then it's easy for it to keep moving. But then if you stop it, you actually have to like if I'm pushing it quickly, if I have to stop it, I actually have to like lean back or whatever and pull on it for like 3 or 4 seconds to get it to stop or whatever. So like moving it with the hoist takes way longer. So a lot of times I don't have time to use the hoist. So it's quicker to just pick it up and plop them down where they need to be. So like there's days where I'm picking them up and putting them down like 100 freaking times. And so I guess it's like good like exercise, like I don't do any like weight training per se, but I mean at the end of the day, weight training, anytime you pick up heavy things and put them down, I mean that's weight training in a sense, even though you're not using like a dumbbell or a barbell or whatever. So I guess my job actually is pretty good exercise. I guess oh, excuse me. I guess also like I stepped on the scale a while back and I was expecting to be like over 185 and I was actually under 180. Not only was I under 180, but I was like 177 and I was like surprised. I thought I was going to be like heavier since at the time I wasn't like even when I'm not eating well, like you kind of go through like phases where you like eat well and then like phases where like you don't eat well. But then even when I say I'm not eating well, I'm eating healthy food, but I'm also eating like unhealthy food like also. So I had been eating healthy, but I was kind of like going through a phase where I was like also eating like probably more junk food than normal. So I was expecting my weight to be like higher, but I guess just the sheer amount of like calories I'm burning from all this like weight training or whatever, or this like quote unquote weight training from picking up all these stupid gear cases and setting them down, I was actually like way lighter than I thought. I don't know. I guess it doesn't seem like a big deal, but like for me, if I'm over 185, I consider that to be like where I need to turn the ship around. And if I'm under like 180, I consider that to be where I'm like more along like the lean side or whatever. And if I'm like I have gotten under 175, and that's when I'm like really like lean and mean. That's when I'm lean and mean. But that's only happened a couple times in my life. But being under 180 is what I consider good with like my like what do you call it? Like body oh geez, what's the word? Like my body shape or whatever. Like what's it called? Figure? Yeah, I don't know. If I were to weigh like 150 pounds, I would look like unhealthy. I just have like sort of like a frame. That's what I was thinking of. So like with my frame, like 180 is about like normal or whatever. Like I actually start to look like lean or whatever if I'm under 180 versus like other people. Depending on how big your frame is, you look lean at different weights or whatever. But anyway, I mean, I guess we're stuck at this screen. This doesn't even have the post game thing like the first Mega Man X game does. So I guess we're stuck here. It is kind of weird. Why do they show 0 at the very final screen or whatever? Actually, you know what? I just noticed for the first time that he blinks. So it's not like a frozen thing. He's actually like standing there, like waiting for something. It's not just like a still image. But how come Mega Man isn't in the? Like if you want to show 0, that's fine. But they should show Mega Man and 0. So yeah, I don't know why they chose to have 0, but not but not Mega Man or whatever. Or, you know, X, or what, you know what I mean, right? I kind of use it interchangeably, but you know what I freaking mean, right? Okay, so that is this game. Like, yeah, the ending was actually, like, pretty easy. The final boss was, like, I don't remember the final boss, like, being that easy. So, yeah, I guess this one is just easier, I guess. I don't know. Did they make it easier? Because did they maybe think that maybe it was a little bit too hard in the first game? And then they made it a little bit easier the second time around? Not entirely sure. I don't remember. I do not remember the second, the final boss being this freaking easy. But anyway, I guess I've rambled long enough. I guess we'll end it here. So that's going to do it for this game. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to like the video before you go. I would super mega appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching. I think I already said that, but whatever. I'll say it again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next game. Have a great day. Bye.